Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about animal tissue. Now, what is an animal tissue? As you see here, animal tissue, it is the tissue found in animals. Now, this here I am going to present a concept map before you about animal tissue. As you are seeing here, animal tissue is divided into the various types: the epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and neural tissue. Epithelial tissue is epi means above. So it is found above the body parts. It is found at the external parts. Connective tissue is the tissue which connects the various body organs. And the muscular tissue helps in the movement and locomotion. When we talk about the neural tissue, it is found in the brain. It helps in control and coordination. We will learn more about it when we are going to go in the explanation part. Now comes your epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue has been divided into simple and compound tissue. Compound tissue contains many layers and simple tissue contains single layers. The simple tissue has been divided into squamous, cuboidal, columnar, ciliated, glandular. Now, glandular tissue has again been divided into two types based on pouring of the secretions. They can be enzymes or hormones. Now, there are two types: exocrine, which secrete its secretion directly in the blood vessels, and these blood vessels will carry it into it to the different parts of the body. Now comes the next one, that is endocrine glands. The endocrine glands are those glands which produce hormones, and they secrete their pores, or they secrete their secretions to the various parts. Now coming to the unicellular. There are two types of tissues based on the one cell or the multicell. One is known as to be unicellular structure. They are goblet cells. Then second is your multicellular salivary glands which are present. So again I will tell you about the endocrine glands. What are endocrine glands? Those glands which do not have ducts or the vessels. They pour their secretions directly into the blood. Then blood carries it to the various parts. So children, here now we have studied about the epithelial tissues. Now I am going to tell you about the connective tissue. Let us now come to the connective tissue slide. Connective tissue, as I told you, connective tissue connects the various parts of the body. Now coming here, connective tissue has been divided into loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and the specialized connective tissue, as you see here. Now the loose connective tissue, as you see, has been divided into areolar tissue and adipose tissue. We'll learn more about it when we are going to learn more during the main study. Now coming here, the dense tissue is divided into three main parts: tendon, ligament, and irregular tissue. What is regular and irregular, I will tell you in the later part. Now coming to the specialized tissue. Now these tissue do special functions, and they have been divided into the fluid connective tissue and the skeletal tissue. Skeletal tissue contains cartilages and bones. Now comes your fluid connective tissue, which is the interstitial fluid, also body fluid, blood, then lymph. The blood is going to be made up of plasma and cells. The cells are RBC, which are also known as erythrocytes or red blood cells, WBC, white blood cells, and platelets, which help in the clotting of the blood. Later stages we are going to study more about it. Thank you, children. Now I am going to come to the next slide that I have prepared for you. Now the muscle tissue we are going to talk about. The muscle tissue helps in the locomotion and also in the movement of the body. Now first is the skeletal tissue, then smooth tissue, then comes your cardiac tissue. When we talk about the skeletal tissue, it is voluntary tissue under the willpower. smooth tissue which is involuntary, does not work with the willpower, and third is the cardiac tissue only found in the heart. Then comes the last tissue types. These are the neural tissue. They are made up of neurons and neuroglial cells. Well, children, now we are going to go for the explanatory part about the epithelial tissues. Now here I have made some notes for you about epithelial tissue. What are epithelial tissue? Now, these are the tissue that cover the external surface of the body and lines the internal free surface of hollow visceral organs. Visceral means internal organs. Now, their properties: cells arranged compactly with very little extracellular material. Second is adjacent cells linked by tight junction, adhering junction, and gap junctions. These are the three types of junctions which actually are found in the cells, which help them to adhere together and to cement together. Then comes your epithelial cells rest on non-cellular basement membrane, means they are not made up of cells. Now comes your about the epithelial tissue. First we are going to talk about the squamous epithelial tissue. Now these are the, as you see, they are flattened cells. These cells are thin, flat with irregular boundaries, forms inner lining of the alveoli that are found in the lungs. They are the ultimate things, balloon-like structures, and blood vessels, endothelium, and peritoneum. These are found on the digestive tubes. They help in diffusion and they also help in the protection. They are also found in the on the skin. Now comes your cuboidal tissue. The cuboidal tissue, as you see, their shape is cube-like. The cells are found in smaller ducts of the salivary glands, pancreas, thyroid, and their functions are secretion, protection, and absorption. Now coming to the next slide, children. The slide is of columnar tissue. As you see here, I have written for you some matter. The structure is column-like cells. Their nuclei at the base, as you see here, they are column-like cells, tall column-like cells, and the nucleus is at the base. Their occurrence, they are found in stomach wall, intestine, gallbladder. They line the mammary gland and urethra. Urethra is found in the male and the female of humans and other organisms. Now comes the functions. They help in protection, absorption, and secretion. In intestine, it helps in the absorption of the digested food. Now, children, comes the ciliated epithelium. Cilia are row-like structures and they help in the movement. Now, the epithelial cells with cilia on their surface are known as to be ciliated epithelium. Now comes ciliated cuboidal epithelial cells. The cuboidal cells with cilia are known as to be cuboidal epithelial cells. They are found in kidney, tubules, and sperm duct. Then comes your columnar cells. Columnar cells, these column-like cells are there, which are having they are having cilia on their surface. They are found in oviduct or the fallopian tube, ventricles of brain, and bronchioles, the passage to leading to the lungs. Now the last is the glandular epithelial, the cells which become modified to secrete chemicals. For example, these are found in pancreas, gastric glands, intestinal glands. So in this lecture I have already talked about the concept mapping of the various tissues which are found in the body, and also I told you about in detail of epithelial tissue. So we discussed about the epithelial tissue. Next lecture, children, I am going to take up for connective tissue and as well as muscle tissue. Thank you.